Let's see here. So we're first. We have all our colors, secret pages, and an okay curve. This is good at playing defense. So I'm going to keep this. This hand certainly could flood, but I think it'd be greedy to ship it. Uh, you know, just because we are three colors and this is just beautiful. So any spell we draw now from here on out, we'll be able to play like that. That's cool. Um, yep, so we'll play this, pick up our second Justice Sigil, and we'll see how it goes. Ooh, Awakened Student. That's a good card. Combre Hill will be able to block it for a while, so that's nice. But it'll be out of Mithril Mace range unless this guy just starts whiffing on power. Let's just play our 2/5. I love Combre Healer. It was already very good before the buff, and now that it has one extra life, it's really, really great. I'm going to take the block here, make him use a trick if he has it. It's going to disrupt his curve. Cool. Oh, that's just great. Twin Broods, that was insane how late we got this Twin Brood Sauropod, by the way. That just, like, should never happen. Now the question is, do I want to save an Acolyte for the Sauropod and just leave this thing play its defense? It also gives me the problem is, I want to play this Acolyte, so I have the option of double blocking this Awakened Student here. I think that's better. Like I said, I might be able to deal with this student if he was on power, but the fact that he kept this hand, didn't have a 3-drop or a 2-drop, means he probably has more power in play. So yeah, we'll just give this Combre Healer flying. Leave it back this turn. Oh, he's got something here. Like a Scorpion Wasp? Desert Marshal. Okay. Alright, so maybe he does whiff on power here. We'll see. Nope. That's okay. The double block here is still an option. We're gonna... That's a good card. It also doesn't die to Mithril Mace, and now we don't have a flyer. That is rough. That's certainly... Oof. Our opponent's played a lot of really good cards. This is going to be a tough one. So Auric Bailiff can stun this, but there's no point. So we can't swing with these guys anyways. So yeah, we're going to throw down some beef. Boy, Desert Marshal really punished that line. Not sure if I should have thought about that uncommon or not. The fact that we had like 3 or 4 of them meant I probably should keep that card in mind. Also, wow, okay. Ugh, and because it has endurance, I can't Auric Bailiff it. So we really need to draw our Desert Marshal. Because, yeah, Stalwart Shield's not going to do a whole lot here. Man. Ooh. Yeah, there's no racing that, so yeah, we need to draw a Desert Marshal. So he's stuck on 4, but man. Let's see here. So I can try flooding the board, but I'm not going to get better. Oh, even if I swing, this is stupid. Yeah, alright, so we do this turn. Next turn, swing with the Sauropod. If he blocks, then I can maybe Mithril Mace it or something. Yeah, this is just rough. We have our own Karmic Guardian, but it's never going to be this good. We don't have anything like Hammer of Might to put on it. Hmm. What's he got this turn? God, what a waste. I totally forgot this thing shot up to 7 toughness. Boy, that's embarrassing. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's a Mithril Mace target. That's reasonable. But then that lowers our outs to this Guardian. Whoa, man. And a 5/5. Boy, we really... I'm going to sound like a broken record here. We have basically five outs, because I've got 3 Desert Marshals and 2 Accelerated Evolutions. Those are the cards we want to see. So for now, we're just playing to try and get to that point. How do we best do that is now the question. Swinging with Sauropod's pretty bad, any way you slice it. So then the question is, if we play Bailiff, or doing a stunning this and still having a pretty bad swing. He just double blocks like this, maybe we kill the flyer, but he's still got an Awaken Student that's going to cause us problems, and this dies. I don't want this to die. I want this to get flying. So I can play a Mithril Mace, and I think I'm just going to take out this 3/3 flyer, kind of alleviate some pressure. And that's all we can do. This is going to be rough. Like I said, we've got some cards we really want to draw and need to draw, and even if we draw them, we've got a huge hole to dig ourselves out of. So it's not looking good for our heroes. I did say this hand had the potential to flood, and that's slightly happening here, but I really wouldn't say that. I think our opponent's just, well, he did play a bunch of good cards. I wouldn't call these ones particularly great. But yeah, we are not drawing our answer. Man, it's rough. We're probably going to cycle this guy next turn, almost assuredly. No point swing with this still, because Karmic Guardian is showing you why it's the most absurd card in the universe. And yeah, we'll just pass and hope for a miracle. I mean, accelerated evolution here would be incredible. I'm going to be honest. It means we can give this flying and this either endurance or flying. Cycle. Draw some cards. Probably flying so that I can start blocking these flyers. I think that means we're practically dead here. Oh, okay. Okay, we had to throw away this. But we're okay now. Relatively okay. Now the question is, what are our targets with it? Obviously, this is getting flying. Let's do that first. Okay. Next up. Bailiff stuns this guy. And finally, we either give this flying or endurance. Giving this flying lets it attack every turn. It's not that good. Giving this flying lets it bounce off that, but it's not that great. I think we just need a second flyer for sure. Question is, what do we want to fly? I'm gonna say Treasure Hunter, even though it can't block this turn. No, because it can't block this turn, I think we need to give it to this guy. I don't want to get ruined by a silence on his turn, or on my end step. Because if he has the silence, then he has lethal in the air, because this is still exhausted. Woof. Good news is that still doesn't get through. Also a reason to not give this flying. So now we have to figure out how the hell we're going to win still. Desert Marshal's huge here now. Not only does it put this guy back onto the ground and it makes it lose all its keywords, it silences the Vodakhan staff as well, which would be huge for... This game's going to go forever. He's at 41. Okay. Well, that's interesting. He's tapped out. I don't really understand this attack. Like, I'm going to double block this Guardian. Unless I want to eat one thing and have these bounce off each other. But I just don't know why I would do that. Like, these guys then become irrelevant. It does put me to 2, which is a concern, obviously. Because then at any point, if he takes out a flyer, I'm in trouble. But I feel like, presented with the opportunity to deal with this Karmic Guardian, I should just take that opportunity. So, we're gonna do that. I do lose a flyer. That's also, I guess... Wow, he ordered his damage wrong. I totally forgot about the part where I was going to have a flyer die and he was going to have lethal. But I was going to draw Desert Marshal anyways because I'm a genius. So, let's see here. Whatever. Play terribly, get rewarded, I believe is the saying. I could attack with this to cycle, um, which I would have done if I didn't draw Desert Marshal. Yeah, like I said, it's late at night and everybody plays bad or something. So yeah, let's go with that. That makes his attack makes a lot more sense now that I look at it. Got ourselves a standoff. Do I want to silence anything? This thing is going to keep growing, which is annoying. But I don't think I'm going to rush about it. I think I will silence it once it hits 7, I guess. Oh. Does he really have a wasp here or something? Yeah, I think I just need to save this Marshal for these flyers in case he tries to do something to get through for lethal. It's just too risky. I have enough dumb things to throw in front of this at any point that I'm not too worried about it. Cool, cool, cool. It is kind of tempting to swing with this and like try and get him. That might just be too cute though. I think once he gets closer to being dead, I'll take that line. I think just right now it's maybe a little too high risk. Oh. Okay. Alright, so now Staff is back. The question is, what does he put it on? This is the other reason I wanted to save Marshal, to silence whatever he puts Staff on. Right, that makes a lot of sense. So we silence the Staff. We block like this and like this. We gain life off Treasure Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lose nothing. Seems pretty good for us. Ooh. Well, this was a tough one, but we managed to navigate it. And let's see here, 13 is not quite a 2-turn clock, but he's got a bunch of guys on the ground, so we'll essentially have lethal next turn. Whew, that was not an easy win. That was very much playing to your outs, and I mean, we had to essentially suicide attack with a treasure hunter there to find our out, but we got it. So that's the power of playing to your outs and having a very powerful deck. We were lucky to have him kind of start to flood towards the end there and just have the I almost punted it away, and Desert Marshal kind of saved my ass. But you know, I'm not gonna